Everyone knows Mike Tyson has some of the most terrifying knockout power in boxing history, but what most people don't know is that his devastating punches didn't actually start in his hands, they started in his legs. In this video, we're breaking down the Mike Tyson Split Squat, the exact exercise Iron Mike used to build maximum fight-ending leverage, where we will dive into exactly why he passed the secret down to MMA titan Francis Ngannou, how to scale it from bodyweight version to heavy plated variation, and finally an explosive medicine ball variation that will instantly unlock your rotational power, where we will dive into exactly why he passed the secret down to MMA titan Francis Ngannou, how to scale it from bodyweight version to heavy plated variation, and finally an explosive medicine ball variation that will instantly unlock your rotational power. Stick around. If you watch the footage of Tyson training, he isn't just messing around. The Tyson split squat is a deliberate, highly functional movement designed for combat athletes. Unlike a standard leg extension or a rigid barbell squat, this exercise builds three critical pillars: leg drive and punching power. Power is generated from the ground up through kinetic chain sequencing. By dropping low into a split squat, you train your lower body to fire massive force straight through to your fists, a bulletproof core, and a back. It builds strong legs, an incredible, healthy, resilient lower back to absorb the sheer torque of your own rotational force. Cardio without the joint pain. Tyson used it as a brutal substitute for a treadmill. It keeps your heart rate spiked while actively conditioning your fight-specific muscles. So why did Mike Tyson specifically drill his movement with former UFC heavyweight champion Francis Ngannou ahead of his crossover boxing debut? It all comes down to a critical difference between MMA and boxing. In MMA, fighters tend to stand more upright to defend against kicks and takedowns. Your boxing, standing tall cuts off your power. Tyson noticed Ngannou was punching too much with his upper body. By forcing Ngannou into his deep squatting action, Tyson was reprogramming his kinetic chain. He was teaching the predator how to drop his center of gravity, load his hips, and transfer that terrifying natural strength from the floor into a boxing ring. When you first start out, you'll want to master the bodyweight version, just like Tyson demonstrated, focusing on balance, depth, and keeping the tight, compact boxer's posture. But once you master the bodyweight movement, it's time to overload the kinetic chain with the weighted plate variation. To do this, take a weighted plate and hold it tight against your chest, preferably 15 kg, 10 kg, even 20 kg plate. Grip it firmly by the sides. Step back into your split squat stance. As you sink into the squat, the plate forces your anterior core and upper back to work twice as hard to keep you upright. Driving back against the extra iron builds serious, dense hypertrophy in your quads and glutes, giving you the raw mass and strength required to anchor yourself when delivering a devastating blow. Now, if you want to take Tyson's concept and supercharge it for modern explosive power, you need to add a load and release. Enter the Tyson split squat to med ball rotational throw. Here is exactly how you perform it to unlock elite hand speed and hip rotation. 1. The setup. Hold a moderately weight medicine ball, about 6 kg to 9 kg, which is 8 to 12 pounds, at your chest. Step back into a deep split squat stance, mimicking Tyson's low loading position. 2. The load. As you lower your hips towards the floor, Slightly rotate your torso and the ball towards your front leg. This winds your core like a rubber band, creating massive elastic tension. The explosive drive, aggressively throw through your front foot to stand up instead of just stopping at the top. Immediately use the upward momentum to violently snap your hips forward, releasing the ball into the wall. But you're on the side position, so you're releasing the ball into the wall forward and twisting into the wall or to a partner. Maximum effort rotational throw. This variation bridges the gap between raw strength and real impact power. Stop this just training for aesthetics. If you want real functional knockout power, you have to build it from the floor up. Drop a comment below if you're going to add the bodyweight, weighted plate, or medicine ball version to your next workout routine. Don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe for more elite combat sports breakdowns, and we'll see you in the next video. Drop those hips and keep grinding. Chakran X.